Good morning, I'm Mark Walls. I'm here at trisports.com and I'm going to show you how to wrap your bar tape. So you can see I've already taken the bar tape off one side. I recommend you do the first time, only do one side at a time, that way you have a point of reference. You can look at the other side. So as you can see, I've got the bar clean, free of debris. First thing I'm going to do is, most bar tape kits come with a little strip to go right here. The one I'm using does not have that, so I'm just going to trim a little piece. You only need about 2.5 inches to wrap around. Make sure so you don't have a situation like this where you can actually see the bar underneath. That's what we want to eliminate. Alright, we're going to save this for later, because if I stick it on now, it's just going to fall off. Alright, you have to pay attention to which side you start with. If you're using tape like this that's got the quota emblem on there. So what you'll probably do is, if you're doing one at a time here, you're going to look at this side and say, man, how did they wrap that? Okay, they wrapped over and in. So you want to mimic that on this side, right? And I start from the top. There's no right or wrong place to start, but what you want to make sure you do is you get all the way around and still hang off, so when you insert your bar plug, it actually pushes all the bar tape in. So I'm going to start all the way around, and then I'm going to start with a slight angle, curving up, and you want to maintain tension on the bar tape as you're wrapping. And as you can see, the adhesive here, as I'm pulling off the backing strip for the tape, I'm laying the adhesive kind of right on the edge of the tape and on the bar, so it grabs both. And you just kind of keep the same angle going around. And you'll probably have to back up a couple times because you didn't get the angle right. It looks weird. So just, some of this is technique from many bars wrapped. I'm maintaining tension here, but if you do get a little slack like that and you don't realize it, just back it back around. It's not a big deal. Get a little tension going again. I follow my tape around with my other hand, so I'm pressing it down and holding it on. Now once you're here, that's what this piece is for. We're going to stick that on, and the adhesive isn't super good, so we're going to hold it with our hand and just kind of come around. And once you've got it taped a little bit on, it's going to stay on now. Get to this point, we've got to go up over the brake hood. So we're going up around. You want to make sure you overlap the brake enough that it's not going to pull back. There's a lot of stuff going on your bike, and you could probably pull it off riding it. So the brake is the trickiest part. You just kind of have to get your spacing right to end up right here. The first couple of times you do it, you probably won't get it right. A lot of times I have to back it up too, so don't worry about that. We just want to make sure we don't leave any empty spots, so you end up with like that again. So once you get above, you just kind of continue on, overlapping. Now because we have the radius of the bar here, and this is where your hand's going to be most of the time, we really want to make sure we have enough overlap of the tape itself, so it doesn't wear out prematurely. So up top here, it's extremely important we keep tension on the tape here, because this is where your hand is most of the time, and this is where you're going to run into most of your wear on your bar tape. So make sure it's nice and snug as we're wrapping around. Like I said, if you do get a little wrinkle or something in there, it's okay to back up and start again. Okay, and we're to the end. As you can see, I'm probably a little shorter than I wanted to be. So I'm going to back it up to here and just get a little bit more stretch on the bar tape. And that should get me right where I need to be. So I'm just pulling with a little bit more tension. Now some of the bar tapes you run into, some of the cork tapes are a little bit more fragile than this. So you've got to be careful on how hard you press or pull, because you can actually pull the bar tape apart, and that's not a good situation. Okay, so we're at the end of the bar now. Two things I like to do is I use electrical tape to finish the bars I wrap, and I like to get a nice smooth or a nice finished cut on this and have it ready to roll, because your hands are going to be busy doing other stuff. And now I want to cut a nice straight line on the bar tape so we have a nice finish. So you obviously don't want to let all your hard work unravel, so keep a little tension on there. And this is how we finish her up. Just come around. It's nice and straight. And when we wrap our electrical tape around here, we want to continue the same way that we have done the rest of the tape. So we're going round and over. I like to start at the bottom and come around. Now what this electrical tape does is you're taping the tape to itself. You're not actually taping it to the bar. That would be a lost cause, because it's never going to hold. You want to just tape the tape to itself. And also, you don't really want to stretch the tape a whole lot, because once this vinyl tape gets out in the sun, it'll shrink and it won't hold. So just kind of bring it around, and 2 or 3 times around is good. And then give it a trim. I like to finish it once again underneath so you don't see the seam. The last thing we're going to do here is insert the end plug. So what we're going to do is stuff in the tape. Very important, make sure the emblem's facing up, because that'll drive you nuts on a long ride. On some bars, you may run into the bar plug being a little loose. What you can do is take that electrical tape again and wrap it around the plug a couple times before you shove it in there, and that should hold it. So pull the hood down and you're ready to ride. Boop. That's it. Bar tape 101.